2020 Hyundai Tucson Reviews. The Car Connection Expert Review. Likes. Great value. Smooth ride. Quiet interior. Excellent warranty. No frills styling. Dislikes. Spartan base model. Smaller size than rivals. Top tech reserved for limited model. Buying tip. With active safety features standard, you don't have to spend top dollar for the safest Tucson. 2020 Hyundai Tucson Specifications. Quick specs. Gas mileage, 21 miles per gallon city/26 miles per gallon highway. Engine, regular unleaded i4, 2.4 liters. EPA class, small sport utility vehicles 4WD. Style name, Ultimate AWD. Drivetrain, all-wheel drive. Passenger capacity, 5. Passenger doors, 4. Body style, sport utility. Transmission, 6-speed automatic with Shiftronic. Dimensions. Vehicle. EPA classification, small sport utility vehicles 4WD. Weight information. Base curb weight, pounds, 3,732. Interior dimensions. Front shoulder room, in, 57.1. Second hip room, in, 54.5. Front headroom, in, 37.9. Second leg room, in, 38.2. Passenger capacity, 5. Front hip room, in, 55.6. Front leg room, in, 41.5. Second shoulder room, in, 55.5. Passenger volume, ft cube, 102.2. Second headroom, in, 38.1. Exterior dimensions. Track width, front, in, 63.3. Width, max without mirrors, in, 72.8. Wheelbase, in, 105.1. Track width, rear, in, 63.8. Height, overall, in, 64.8. Length, overall, in, 176.4. Minute ground clearance, in, 6.4. Cargo area dimensions. Cargo volume to seat 3, ft cubed, 31. Cargo volume to seat 1, ft cubed, 61.9. Cargo volume to seat 2, ft cubed, 31. Fuel economy. Fuel tank. Fuel tank capacity, approx. Gal, 16.4. Mileage. EPA fuel economy estate, highway, MPG, 26. Fuel economy estate combined, MPG, 23. EPA fuel economy estate, city, MPG, 21. Performance specs. Engine. C net horsepower at RPM, 181 at 6,000. Displacement, 2.4 liters/144. Engine order code, NA. C net torque at RPM, 175 at 4,000. Fuel system, gasoline direct injection. Engine type, regular unleaded i4. Transmission. Trans description cont. Again, NA. Fifth gear ratio, 1, 1.00. Trans type, 6. Third gear ratio, 1, 1.84. Final drive axle ratio, 1, 3.19. Drivetrain, all-wheel. First gear ratio, 1, 4.64. Sixth gear ratio, 1, 0.77. Trans description cont, automatic without. Fourth gear ratio, 1, 1.39. Trans order code, NA. Second gear ratio, 1, 2.83. Reverse ratio, 1, 3.38. Brakes. Front brake rotor diamex thickness, in, 12. Disc, front, yes or, yes. Rear drum diamex width, in, na. Brake type, 4-wheel disc. Rear brake rotor diamex thickness, in, 11.9. Disc, rear, yes or, yes. Brake ABS system, 4-wheel. Drum, rear, yes or, nah. Steering. Steering type, rack pinion. Turning diameter, curb to curb, foot, 34.9. Tires. Rear tire size, P225/55HR18. Spare tire order code, nah. Front tire order code, nah. Spare tire size, compact. Front tire size, P225/55HR18. Rear tire order code, nah. Wheels. Rear wheel material, aluminum. Spare wheel size, in, compact. Front wheel size, in, 18/7. Spare wheel material, steel. Front wheel material, aluminum. Rear wheel size, in, 18/7. Suspension. Suspension type, front, cont, strut. Suspension type, front, strut. Suspension type, rear, cont, multi-link. Suspension type, rear, multi-link. Safety features. Safety. Airbag frontal driver, yes. Airbag frontal passenger, yes. Airbag passenger switch, on/off, no. Airbag side body front, yes. Airbag side body rear, no. Airbag side head front, yes. Airbag side head rear, yes. Brakes ABS, yes. Child safety rear door locks, yes. Daytime running lights, yes. Traction control, yes. Night vision, no. Rollover protection bars, no. Fog lamps, yes. Parking aid, no. Tire pressure monitor, yes. Backup camera, yes. Stability control, yes. Other features. Electronic stability control, escape. ABS and driveline traction control. Side impact beams. Dual stage driver and passenger seat mounted side airbags. Blind spot collision warning, BCW, blind spot. Lane keep assist, LKA, lane keeping assist. Lane keep assist, LKA, lane departure warning. Forward collision avoidance assist, FCA, with pedestrian detection. Tire-specific low tire pressure warning. Dual-stage driver and passenger front airbags. Curtain first and second row airbags. Airbag occupancy sensor. Rear child safety locks. Outboard front lap and shoulder safety belts incorporated. Rear center 3. Backup camera. Front camera. Left side camera. Right side camera. Warranty. Basic miles/km, 60,000. Basic years, 5. Corrosion miles/km, unlimited. Corrosion years, 7. Drivetrain miles/km, 100,000. Drivetrain years, 10. Maintenance miles/km, 36,000. Maintenance years, 3. Roadside assistance miles/km, unlimited. Roadside assistance years, 5. Other specs. Trailering. Maximum trailering capacity, pounds, 1,000. Weight distributing hitch, max trailer weight, pounds, 1,000. Dead weight hitch, max trailer weight, pounds, 1,000. Weight distributing hitch, max ton weight, pounds, 100. Dead weight hitch, max ton weight, pounds, 100. What the 2020 Hyundai Tucson lacks in distinctiveness, it makes up for in value, safety, and features. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson does all the things a swell-selling crossover SUV should do, though it doesn't look as trend-setting as it might. Its great value, strong safety record, and impressive standard features stand out for buyers, even if its styling doesn't. We give the Tucson 6.5 out of 10 overall, behind favorites such as the Mazda CX-5, Subaru Forester, and Toyota RAV4. For 2020, the Tucson gets no changes minus the replacement, or rather, renaming, of 4 paint colors. Available from value-oriented to fully loaded models, SE, Cell, Ultimate, and Limited. The 2020 Tucson features recently updated styling that echoes the rest of the Hyundai lineup, and while the angular LED running lights and new grille do work on this crossover body, it fails to stand out with either elegance, like the CX-5, or toughness, like the RAV4. The interior is similarly forgettable, though material quality is good and standard features are impressive. A 2.0-liter inline-4 is the base engine, while the more powerful 2.4-liter version is available, and the Tucson can be had with all-wheel drive across the range, while front-wheel drive comes standard. Neither engine is particularly powerful nor efficient, losing on both fronts to the more modern turbocharged offerings from competitors. Steering is near lifeless, but the Tucson does sport a comfortable ride quality that stands out among competitors. Slightly smaller than its competition, the 2020 Tucson doesn't have as much passenger or cargo space as rivals like the Honda CR-V, but does sit 4 adults comfortably, and features 30 cubic feet of storage space in the rear. With the 2020 Tucson, Hyundai includes standard features like a 7.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The Tucson also offers a full suite of active safety tech right out of the box. With great crash test scores and a top safety pick plus award from the IS last year, the Tucson is a safe bet for a family SUV. 2020 Hyundai Tucson, styling. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson is both handsome and uninteresting at the same time, like a daytime soap opera star. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson is handsome by any account, but it fails to stand out among more distinctive rivals. The interior design is even less inspiring. We give it 5 out of 10 for styling. Wearing updated styling to match the rest of the Hyundai lineup, the Santa Fe wears somewhat angular LED running lights and an upright grille. The overall design is generically handsome. Subtle plastic body cladding is less adventure-aspiring than other rivals, but it's also not as elegant as the likes of the Mazda CX-5. Inside, the cabin is simple to the point of being boring, but we've got no qualms with the material quality or functionality. A standard touchscreen infotainment system is front and center, flanked by useful buttons and knobs and featuring clear displays throughout. Finished in a sea of black and gray trim, there's not much visual intrigue to speak of on any trim level of the Tucson, so if you're looking for a more impressive or brighter interior design, turn elsewhere. If functionality and simplicity is key, Hyundai has the crossover for you. 2020 Hyundai Tucson, performance. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson is down on power but delivers on ride quality. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson says no thank you to the growing wave of turbocharged crossovers with mixed results. We give it 5 out of 10 for its paltry acceleration but great ride quality. Front-wheel drive is standard and all-wheel drive is available on the Tucson, as is the case with almost all compact crossovers. A 2.0-liter inline-4 is standard, as well as a 6-speed automatic transmission, but with just 161 horsepower and 150 pound-feet of torque, acceleration and fuel economy are both thoroughly average. A 2.4-liter inline-4 is available on the top trim and includes 181 horsepower and 175 pounds-to-foot, but despite the increase in power, it's not much sprightlier than the base engine. Thankfully, the Tucson does boast impressive ride quality even in base trim, and while the handling characteristics are unlikely to inspire, this small SUV excels at long road trips over some rivals. A drive mode selector allows for sport mode that stiffens the steering and increases the timing of downshifts, which would be our choice for the way the Tucson should be set up as default. 2020 Hyundai Tucson, comfort and quality. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson is not as spacious as rivals but features good material quality and comfort. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson is smaller than rivals but includes decent passenger and cargo space regardless. With good material quality and a quiet cabin, we give it 7 out of 10 here. While ringing in shorter than most of its primary rivals, the Tucson sits almost directly in between the smaller Kona and the larger Santa Fe. 6-way adjustable front seats are comfortable and supportive, while 8-way power adjustment for both front chairs is available. In the rear, 2 adults will fit comfortably once they've reclined the back cushion slightly. Shoulder space is in short supply, but knee and head room are better than expected. Behind the rear seats, the Tucson features 30.1 cubic feet of cargo space, which grows to 61.9 cubic feet with the rear seats folded flat. Fit and finish is impressive, as is the case with all Hyundais these days, featuring plenty of buttons and switches with clear displays. Hard plastics can be found throughout but are inoffensive, and the top-tier limited model features leather upholstery and upgraded trim pieces. 2020 Hyundai Tucson, safety. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson features some standard active safety features and great crash test scores. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson gets good crash test scores and standard active safety equipment, making it one of the safest compact crossovers. We give it 8 out of 10 as such. For 2020, the Tucson's 5-star safety rating is renewed from the NHTSA, and while updated figures aren't available from the new model hasn't changed, so we expect it to receive the top Safety Pick Plus award yet again. Starting with last year's model, the Tucson offers standard automatic emergency braking and active lane control. Sport and Ultimate models get pedestrian detection, while the limited model comes with adaptive cruise control with stop and go. All Tucsons but the base SE feature standard blind spot monitors as well, and a surround view camera is available on the limited and ultimate models at a higher cost. Outward vision isn't great to the rear, but the Tucson's not alone in that regard. 2020 Hyundai Tucson, features. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson is well equipped in mid-level trims, but gets expensive when fully loaded. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson has no shortage of trim levels in lieu of multiple options packages. We give it 9 out of 10 with consideration for its value in many versions. All Tucsons come with Hyundai's excellent 5-year Oregon 60000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, as well as 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. In base SE form, the Tucson includes the less powerful 2.0-liter inline-4, cloth upholstery, air conditioning, a 7.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, cruise control, and automatic emergency braking, as well as active lane control. That's not much for over $24,000, so we recommend starting with the Tucson Value trim, which has heated front seats, satellite and HD radio, blind spot monitors, keyless ignition, and an 8-way power driver's seat for about $1,500 more. It's our pick in the lineup. The Tucson Cell model includes the larger and more powerful 2.4-liter engine, as well as automatic climate control and extra USB charging ports among other features. The Sport model rings in at near $29,000, but with its 8-speaker Infinity audio system, LED headlights, wireless phone charging, and styling flourishes, we're not sure it's worth the cost of entry. It's a similar story with the near $30,000 limited model, which includes power front seats, leather upholstery, a heated steering wheel, and classier styling elements. If you do decide to go all in on a Tucson, the ultimate model gets cooled front seats, heated rear seats, and an upgraded 8.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with navigation. Adaptive cruise control is also standard, and a surround view camera system is optional. All-wheel drive is optional across the range for $1,400, while front-wheel drive is standard. 2020 Hyundai Tucson, fuel economy. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson manages only average fuel economy despite being down on power and turbochargers compared to rivals. The 2020 Hyundai Tucson makes use of less powerful 4-cylinder engines but sees no benefit from a fuel economy standpoint. We give it 5 out of 10 here. The base 2.0-liter inline-4 manages figures of 23 miles per gallon city, 28 highway, 25 combined with front-wheel drive and 22/25 2/3 of a mile per gallon with all-wheel drive. That's significantly less than competitors with both larger displacement and turbocharged engine options like the Honda CR-V, and we're not quite sure why. The more powerful 2.4-liter inline-4 that's standard on the cell trim and above makes very similar numbers, managing 22/28 2/5 of a mile per gallon in front-wheel drive form, while all-wheel drive models get 21/26 2/3 of a mile per gallon.